It's a proper application now, isn't it? Amal? Okay, so let me go here. User models, tables, nice. Let's go over the review, okay, quickly. Yeah, you have defined this, alchemy things and daytime TP alchemy. Got it? And you have created a class whose data is this. Like it is a documentation string of this particular class. This is nice. You are clearly saying like what are the attributes and what is the type of it. Yeah, makes sense. And it also has one method. This with uh, this word representation of the okay. This would convert to a dictionary, right? Makes sense. And even you had a to dict to dict function. That's what we were discussing just now. Okay, your model is here. Your model is just this. That even it has created that, right? Mm-hmm. Makes sense. And what you are doing here. So you define this model, database models, this, and you had a logging implementation, logging utility, logging module. What is the difference between these two, Kumar? What is the purpose of it? Logging model. One second, let me go over here. So you just add a log, and when it comes to logging utility, did you written any function? Log info. Oh, you also have a log switch. Is it? Okay, makes sense. Mm-hmm. Nice. That's good. And also we had email setup. Even you had email, is it, Kumar? Yeah, sounds good. Email, it's working one. Yeah, you have used this for it. And send email. Yeah. So email operations. Email operation has all the send email logic. Also, you had notify success, notify failure. Makes sense. And yeah, yeah, good. So one for success and one for failure, right? Makes sense. This is so professional, Kumal. Very neat, right? And you also have a DB configurations, DB connection file where you had a configuration with regard to DB. So DB URL is this. Mhm. Nice. And inside this, you had a app.py. If you go here, this is the main, this is the main stuff, right? Okay. So yeah, see, Komal asked me to give me one more use case. So the use case which I have given to him is, hey, let's say in the product table, we may have a number of products, okay, but what if I want to let's say show the only new arrivals, right? For example, last 24 hours or last 2 days or 3 days, for example. So he has implemented a functionality. So the basic, when I look at here, the first section is talking about import statements, and the second one we just had we just created a application instance and DB instance. Makes sense. And here we have our route, right? So when it comes to our route here, so what it has, what's the function? Get latest products, right? Like new arrivals. So this route fetches the product order by the most recent creation time. Got it? And mhm. Oh, I'm not sharing it. One second. So, oh, I'm just sharing. Okay, I thought I was sharing. Okay. All right. Got it? Yeah. Hmm. So don't worry. So that will be those recording will be still there if someone want to rewatch. All right. Yeah. So he has created a app route function. App route. He has given he has implemented a API whose API name is product latest, right? So method name is get butler method. So what it does is it just retrieves the latest products based on their creation timestamp, right? This route fetches product ordered by the most recent creation time. Yeah, makes sense. So this is the query. Okay, this is the query. Okay. So db dot session query. What we were doing? We were making a See, he is getting all the products, right? Ordered by descending product dot created at. But what it will do is it will fetch every product, right? Every product and the product creation, like based on the creation time, in the sense that it will be fetching the results in a descending order, isn't it, Kumar? Yeah, every product, right? So, but in the general sense, we want to only display the new arrivals, right? The use case is different, The one which we have implemented is different. You can say like get latest, not this latest one, right? You can say like uh, this is something exactly same query, but you are ordering by the creation at. You got it? So we don't need like this. Instead, the use case is, for example, last 24 hours. You should always, when it comes to new arrivals, let's say set some range. Let's say last 24 hours or last 48 hours. Whatever the products got added, those are our new arrivals. You got it? You should only display those particular ones. Did you get it, Kumar? You can for getting last 2 days, it's easy. Okay, you can use time delta functions. Okay, in the daytime. Yeah. And here one more function. Okay, here what you're doing is you're just querying everything in as descending order, right? Everything in descending order and latest products received. Did you see? Does not make any sense actually. Got it? Yeah. And if not latest products, did you see this? This also makes any sense? Does not make any sense. Hmm. And so once it is done, what you're doing is you're just sending an email. Is it? Notify success. So you're just sending an email, triggering an email here. So that's see the logic is fine. No, the way you have implemented is absolutely fine, but slightly modifications required based on the use case. We don't need all product information. Instead, we need last 24 hours lot. You can fix to some let's say function name itself. Let's say get last get last 24 hours products, for example. Get last get get 24 hours products. You can make any variable naming, like the function naming convention. You can use anything, any name, but that name should match with the actual use case uh, context. Got it? Right. And you also added this added route, products latest discounted. Makes sense, right? And highest discount. Okay. Your discounts again. You are making. Did you see this, Kumar? Let's say if, for example, more than 90% discount, right? So is there anything that you implemented? Product discount is more than 11%, right? Okay. And what is the see this particular function or API? What it does is it returns all the product information whose discount is more than 11%. Is it? Yeah. And when it comes to here, again, what is it actually? What you're doing here? Get the highest discount products. Correct? And you are making me see when it comes to discounts, right? So we should not have a separate we should not have separate APIs. But if you have just like I feel like it's completely duplicated. If you look at this both, right, completely duplicated one, isn't it? So one feature, one API should provide discounts. Let's say when you're see based on the discount number, for example, from the UI, they'll be sending out the discount number. you will be you will be catching, see in the UI we will mention, right? Say um, if I get into this Flipkart, if I get into this website, see offer all 90%, for example. If you see, it is displaying all the offers 90%. It is displaying some random, is it? Did you see it? 80, 70%, 78, 85, 80. So did you see, this is not good, right, when it comes to, but the this also some valid use case. The reason is under this home appliances, right? This is the 70% is the top order. Makes sense, huh? No, for each section, each table, you got it. So this is for home appliances. Let's say this is a wall decors, for example, and this is for what is it? Oil proof. There's some again wall decorators. So this sometimes it confuses the user. But if you have a if you have sort by there is a one more option, right? Currently relevance, popularity. Yeah, if you click on this, there is so for them it's fine because the way which we were giving it, right? See, price low to high, price high to low. Did you see this? So what it is doing is uh, no uh, like a team, everyone, right? When you're looking at it, you should understand the use case. Okay, the use case is very simple. There are multiple sections, but absolutely fine. The way which you are written, Kamal, that should be fine because you understood now, like how let's say if you understood how to create, how to get the all records based on their discount or based on the creation time and other stuff, right? So it is just like you need to do some small tweaks to the core logic, which would satisfy the business use case. You got it. So if you're able to understand how this can be written, right? So tweaking is pretty straightforward. Only this place, only the in the query place, you may be doing some modifications or corrections which would solve the problem. Got it. Yep. So should make sense. And even I really like the way you have written, man. It's damn good, because guys, I'll tell you, if something goes bad, let's say he has written this function, right? API, right? If something goes bad in this, and he's also notifying the user saying that, hey, this is bad, okay, this is bad, and he's also giving failed to fetch the latest discount product, and he's also sending in the email itself, he's sending this error. Did you got it? Which means in email itself, by looking at the customer, right, by looking at its email, he will get an email. Immediately he can understand what mistake he has done, though technically he is not sound, but looking at some proper messages, right, it would make sense to him that, hey, okay, I tried using this application, but this is error. This is absolutely fine, Kumar. Like even in the current standard market, right, no one else would uh, write like this. Did you see this? Did you see it, Kumar? Yeah, this is pretty neat, pretty neat. And what is this API? Product highest discounted. Okay, so you'll be getting highest discount. You'll get only one record, is it? First means only one record. Yeah, highest. But we need to display not only high first one, right? Like to highest discount one. See, that's what we can say. We can also have a filter. There is something called limit and offset. Okay, we can also set like that. Don't worry. I can teach you how we can do this. Yeah. And what is this one? Products price range. Okay. Uh, oh, okay. Lowest to highest or something like that. Once again, filter products based on the price range. This is again nice. One more nice stuff actually you have implemented. So, guys, as you see here, oh, you have gone through this complete use cases, is it, Kumal? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, not here. But you know what? You have solved this problem. You have solved this. Let's say price highs to low and price high to low to high, for example. If I go back here, this is like filter product based on the price range. You see it? And here, what you have done, what is the query I'm talking about? Once again, see your between, let's say, max price, like range, right? Okay, so if customer is chosen, let's say his minimum is, he can invest 1,000 rupees, but maximum he has only 1,500, for example. So when they're making API call, right? When they're making API call in the get call itself, they'll pass the parameters. See these two minimum price they will pass and maximum price value they'll pass from the API, right? And what you're doing is you're capturing it, whatever the pass it from the request, right? And minimum and maximum you're capturing, and you are saying like, if minimum price is none or maximum price is none, if anyone is none, for example, both minimum price are required, you are saying like 400 is a bad request. Got it? Yeah, the status code is 400. Makes sense. And when there is exception, for example, even you had handled the exception in a very nicest way. uh, let's This is a 400, this is a 500. Got it? Yeah, so when it go here, price range, you'll be taking minimum of, based on here, right? So they'll choose minimum price is this, let's say 1500, for example, or minimum price is this, and maximum also you can set, right? So what is the option? Minimum is this. Okay. Or you see, there are two use cases. So either you can set minimum, or either you can set maximum. You got it? So currently we didn't. Looks like there should be option, right? You can there is option where you can just drag it out. Let's say I can spend. Oh, here itself, right? So there's a price range. Minimum is 500 or 200, for example, and maximum I can spend 800, for example, right? So if you look at it, automatically it filter out all the items. Did you see it? Just based on the filter. If I slightly change, let's say I can spend 1200. Did you see the 1200? The only one item available. Uh, See, not only one item, right? There are many items, but it starts with 1200. So the maximum product is having 1150 between this range. Got it? Makes sense. Yeah. So go back to other use case. Product specifications, right? Okay, yeah. This API would get the product specifications. What is the input that your once again? So get method. Hmm. And what you're reading out actually. So when it comes to product information, what basically you have to do, you have to give the product name. Is it product model or product ID, something like that? Okay. So what you're taking, you're taking the specs. Mm, you're taking the specs here. Filter product based on the specifications provided in the query parameters. This route, okay, makes sense. But your specs means, like, it will fetch every spec. Is it you're talking about, Kumar? It will fetch every product specifications. Is it? Okay. One second. Let me see what you are. Okay. So product specs. What is the value? One second. So if I go back here, your these are specs that you are getting, right. These are not loads. It converts this an object to Python object, and here Python object. Yeah. Prot equal to db.session query public. You are getting everything, and filter the products in the Python if database JSON query is not available. Okay. Filter products equal to product for product in products. If all product specs dot key equal to value. Okay. What's the value you are passing? Were you capturing this value somewhere? Where is you are capturing this? Oh, okay, here. For key and value in the specs item. Oh, you're passing dictionary key and value format, is it? Got it. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Next, this is what? Create tables. Oh, okay. This is to create a table, is it? So this particular API, what it will do is it creates a table if it does not exist in the database table. Is it, Kumar? Yeah, yeah, makes sense. Tables is created. Yeah. So this way, what he is doing is he is doing everything in with APIs itself. Uh, and Kumal, we should make sure that when you are creating it, you should check if table does not exist, then only create it. Okay. Yeah, got it. So you should make a API. You should make a DB call. Let's say you will make session dot query of that particular XYZ table. If does not exist, then only you should make this you should create this table. Otherwise what happens, even it doesn't harm to the system, because if table is already existed, it would raise error saying that hey, the table is already exist. Got it? But if you have a check, that would be nice, so that you're not disturbing the system. Yeah, if table exists, it will not create. And API get, API.route products methods equal to get. So what it does is it retrieves all the products from the database table. Yeah, makes sense. This route fetches all the products and returns them as a JSON array. Makes sense. hmm it just like a basic query where you are fetching every product, right, Kumar? Yeah, where is the query here? So the query is like this one, which means, see, he has written a number of things, guys. Okay, the core part of this is this, but only one line, and other lines is like cosmetic changes and even some notification services. Got it? Hey, Dinesh, did you understood this, Dinesh? Right? Yeah. How about Hemant and everyone? You are getting it, is it, Hemant? Right. So since he posted his a GitHub link here, so would recommend everyone to just access this and just go there. Yeah, makes sense. What is this other one? Filter, product filter, based on what? He'll be taking. Okay, so he'll be passing the product type, right? Product type, brand. That's it. So guys, as yesterday mentioned, right? Let's say prototype is mobile, and brand is, let's say, for example, Apple. Or prototype is mobile and brand is, Samsung. Prototype is watches, branded Apple or Samsung. Anything. You got it? So based on this query parameters, we can implement it. And also, Kumal. So for example, here when we were doing this kind of a type, right? See, so what you can think of use case, everyone, right? Think of use case when we were getting a query like this, type and a brand. Okay, we should also have a, table where the table name itself, let's say product type. Okay, and in that you can say name, product name, uh, see product type and product name. For example, product type is mobile and name is, let's say, Samsung. Product name is mobile and name is this. You got it? Likewise, we will have another table. Okay, but when we got a request from the user interface, right? What we will do is, instead of making the actual DB query here. So here, Komal. So for example, instead of making a actual DB query, did you get it? So what we do is we will make the product type table and check if the product type or brand is available. Then only you will make a main table query. Make sense? Dinesh and everyone, make sense or no? So we should not directly query the primary table. Instead, since it is linked, right? So what we do is we can also make it in a subquery in the same one, but does not make any sense since the product type and the product brand, right? So that's supposed to be defined in another table, which would make still sense. Okay, that would add maintainability of the application. We got it. Let's say otherwise what happened, this become a nightmare for us when we were just when we were looking at the application. Let's say imagine you had let's say one like product information in the product table. So if I ask you, hey, can you tell me what are the product type and brand are available? So will you go through all the things? Doesn't make any sense. Got it? Even when you are updating some product, or when you are inserting or creating the product into the product table, it would always like impressive that if you check before creating, check whether exist in the product type table, the brand and the product name. Got it? Do a check and then do it. Do a check and then do it. That is completely required, because otherwise what happens? I'll tell you this use case where you see, because see, when it comes to the uh, database, right, for us it's very sensitive, and we want to maintain quality information. Okay, if you're not sure, let's say, when it comes to the company, we need to onboard the product. Let's say you are selling this product here. For example, if the Flipkart is a website, and they're selling mobile brands here. So mobile is Samsung, for example. So what I'm doing here, I'm making a search. Okay, so Flipkart is kind of a complex website where they had everything available. Okay, so now I just made a mobile. Okay, so what the use case I'm talking about is, for example, if mobile string is not available. Okay, meaning the type mobile is not available, not defined. That time what we do is, in the Flipkart, in the business perspective, they'll say, hey, there is one more mobile. Let's say, the brand is Dinesh Mobile, for example. Not Dinesh, doesn't make any sense. Let's say D Mobile, for example. Okay, we have Vivo, there is something called D Mobile, for example. In that case, Dinesh cannot directly registered with Flipkart here and say no. What he has to do is, he has to talk to the sales team. Okay, and sales team, what they do is, they'll create a ticket. They'll create a one use case that, hey, we had a new customer with a new brand. Okay, so if you look at this Flipkart website, right, you must have understood that already. For same product, so let's say we have sellers, right? Sellers from, for example, Bangalore, sellers from Hyderabad, Vizag, Delhi, many places, right? What they do is, they will register with this Flipkart website. In that, if you look at this, every details, let's say name, everything else same. But when you get into there, you can also see some seller information, right? Where did you see this? Did you see it? Here you can see, here you can see a seller information, is it? Flash Store Commerce. So this is a seller. What they do is, they'll take a distribution ship of Vivo. Okay, and from their shop they are selling this product online instead of offline. Offline they have, even they had a online service. Even if you just go here, you will understand about the particular seller. See about the seller. Did you see it? And when it comes to application development, see, this is you are seeing on the top level. But when it comes to low level, when they want to, this is completely available. See, when it's available, let's say I can also register as a seller. See, become a seller, and I can also say, hey, you can just say copy paste everything. Copy paste everything, you can copy paste. But when it comes to the seller information, you will change yours. Let's say, yours is, your seller name is D-Mobile Communications, for example, like that. And you'll select 7 day service or replacement or repair policy, GST invoice available. Did you see this? Like this, only this section of this section of the data will be changed. Remaining everything is same. Got it? And when it comes to the actual application, when someone want to register with some new brand, completely brand new, and that brand never exists in the world. Okay, that time what we had to do, we had to talk to the sales team of Flipkart. Hey, I had a brand. Okay, my brand name is D-Mobile, and my company name is D-Mobile Communications, for example. That time what they had to do is, they have to register, as mentioned, right? See what, as mentioned, we have a product type, correct? Product type is mobile, and brand. Now the brand is D Mobile. Now, did you got it? You have to update in the product type table, where you will be updating this information. Guys, did you understood? Once it is available, once this is not a primary table, this is like, think that it's like a helper table to make sure the type and the brand exist. If not, then it will raise error saying that, hey, when seller is trying to create a account in this, right? It says that, oh, okay, so we need to validate, correct? Imagine Komal is trying to sell this product in the market. Okay, same product. But what he do is, instead of Vivo, he is giving his, let's say, KV40, for example. You got it? We shouldn't allow to do it, right? Because we have an agreement with this, manufacturing companies where we have to sell only with this name. You got it? You should not sell. You should not change the label of the label of the brand. You got it, Kamal? Or everyone understood? This is the These are the use cases, guys. See, this is how business works. Okay, so when there is a new request, the request will be converted to a actual use case. Okay, and we will take the use case. It will come to us it will come to the architect. Hey architect. So we had a scenario like this. This is the use case, and like how we are going to proceed with it. Because I will not allow Komal to create duplicate entry. Like with the same product, he cannot choose the stuff. You got it? To avoid such kind of things, whenever we are onboarding a new type, and even the new brand, we will make sure we will check the authenticity, whether he is liable. Let's say based on the whenever you want to sell, right, just like that you cannot sell. Okay, in there is some seller agreements. Okay, if you want to become a seller, you have to have a sales agreement, like a sales registration, or many things are available with the government. You should get registered, certified. Got it? Then only you are eligible for selling the things. Even when it comes to distribution ship, right? When you visit any nearest stores, right? What you will see on the wall? You will see the certificate, no? That is not the 10th class certificate. That is a certificate which is given by the distribution unit of the respective company. Without that certificate, they cannot sell their products. Did you get it? When you visit, like, have you seen it or no? Guys, have you seen it or no? Yeah, right. Not only in medical shops, even when you go to any hospital, for example, even doctor, he'll display his uh, certificate, right? Did you see it on his table, maybe on the wall somewhere? Because otherwise he cannot, without those things, he cannot do a checkups, or he cannot do a surgery. Understood. So the core part of intention here is this: we will have a proper design in the backend. How it works is we will update the a prototype table where new product will be like it's a type of mobile, and in the brand name list we will specify what is the name of my brand. Okay, after checking all the authenticity, that data will be updated in the table, and then only he can able to create that particular product information in the Flipkart website. You got it? Once it is available, then only it will do. Otherwise, what we will do is in the API, right? When in the API, when some the you guys can implement this use case. Okay, today what you have to do is you have to check the authenticity. First check, let's say try to insert some data. Okay, and if you're not able to do it, if you are not able to make any let's say if the type or brand is not available, response say that the requested mobile type or brand missing in the that does not exist, or this is not it's not a legal brand and type. Did you get it? Yes, no? Understood, right? Yeah. So please make sure to work on this kind of activity. And I think now to work on this, you need to understand how this post call will work, correct? Yeah, I think we didn't had a discussion on post call, is it? Okay, makes sense. So when it comes to post call, I think better, what you guys can do is, guys, take a commas as a reference. Okay, at least go through this service and try to get up to the speed. Okay, because I don't want only Komal to run this much speed. I want every other team member right here, they should also pick up the speed like this. Yeah, at least if you understood. See, it's not that, if you don't understand, come come back here, understand the things, how he has written, and at least if you are able to execute and match with the get the output, that's also fine. Understood? At ultimately what you can do is clone this code, also implement, like, the way which I am talking, right? Simply like work on one project. I will also do one thing today. So I'll try to create a Dinesh. So what you can do is we can create one common. what we can say, common repo with a different email address, and everyone can check in their code there. Got it, Dinesh? We'll create a GitHub account over there. Yeah, we will do this because since we were making these productive things, right? Uh, we will make sure, we will comment all the things there. Yeah, and also, guys, once you have done this, right, what you do is make a copy of this and even push it to your GitHub repos. The same code also should make sense. And when you're pushing, so make sure remove the kumal. So when you're can you do one thing? Can you just update the what you can say, database is fine. And when it comes to email related thing, right? Email configuration, you should remove your data here. So you have to remove, you have to capture this from the environment variables, Kumar. Understood? So this kind of environment variables you should not keep like this in general. Yeah, make sense? So the expectation is now, please guys, sit now, relax, just go one by one, clone this code into your PyCharm, and walk through this. And I'll also see from today onwards, right? So we will work on the real-time use cases. Let's say Flipkart itself asking us, hey, can you implement this? We should be in a position to implement this project. You got it? So I need to make you as a, qualified engineer for any kind of development, even into the architectural. We will work on many aspects of the application development. Yeah. And once you're done, guys, see, once you're done with this, review and execution of this, and making sure that things are working in the background in your local system. So let me know. We can also catch up one more time. Until, do one thing, review it, practice it, and let's say, Kumar, since you are done, right? So you can contact me later. I might provide you other use case. Okay? Yeah, makes sense. And Dinesh, what we will be doing is today, so we will be working on the CI/CD pipeline portion of it. Okay, I had I'll be sharing those CI and CD file. You can go through the review. Let me quickly share you that. Yeah, anyway, I can share you separately. Uh, I think, Dinesh, you don't need to focus on this. Okay, so we can focus on this later for your case alone, and rest of the folks, please focus, clone this code. I don't know how many of you capture this URL. I can also send you the project URL of this once again. This is the one. Kumal, and one more important thing is that you should always create a. You should not push directly to the project. Instead, it has to go through the feature branch. Okay, meaning you should create a dev branch. Okay, from dev to master you have to push. Got it? It has to go for approval. So there is something called PR, right? So if I go here, create a new PR, right? See, that choose a different branch. Currently, main to main, right? For example. So like this, you have to create a new branch in the local, and you have to push it to the Butler branch. Got it? So let me show you, like, here itself. If I go back here, code, see here. Currently, it is like this, right? In the UI itself, you can also create some fresh one. Um, is there option to create there? One second. Here, there is, what is that? New repository import code space is fine. Dinesh, there should be option, right? Dinesh, directly we can create a branch here itself also, right? Mm, oh, okay, got it. It's not mine, correct? That's where it is not allowing me. Is it? Yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah, got it. So, guys, but that's not a practice, because as a DevOps, that guys can do. But when it comes to the developers, right, we need to create a branch locally. So how you can create a branch locally? So you'll be hitting a command that git checkout minus b and branch name. Got it? So you just clone this project and then create a branch name, git space checkout. There is a git session already available, right? You can go and watch. Okay, sounds good. So guys, primarily you'll be working on this. Make sure this should be completed. Yeah, guys, and anyone facing hard time understanding this code, or you need, hey Kumar, I am not understanding this, can you please help me in easiest way as possible? Also, please reach out to me. But my understanding is that at least you're able to understand, because we have worked on the profile management system application in the hard way. That's where, that's where I talked about a hard way, because there you gain a lot of experience on doing this kind of implementations, right? We spent a lot of time there, isn't it, guys? Yeah, that is helping you a lot here, right, Kumar? Understanding this actual flows. Yeah, sounds good.